right, welcome to today's analysis on weekly focus. So we do my analysis on the Great Britain pound against the CHF, that's the GBP Switzerland franc. So this is a W1, that's the weekly time frame. So I've done the analysis from top-down analysis from the higher time frame down to the lower time frame. So I've just seen this pair. It's kind of viable, and I think it has trading opportunity for this week. This is the level I'm drawing out. If you see this level, this is the highest high currently on this chart. So on the weekly, you can see the level that has been price has been coming up to that level and then rejecting, going down. So it got to this point and then it broke out from these other previous levels and then it came into the supply area, which is this. You can see price came into the supply area, which is this, and then it started pulling down. So but we didn't meet price. We're just meeting price at this level now. The fact we're meeting price, so we're looking at the way forward for price now. So from my own understanding, from what I'm seeing, I'll be drawing out the levels so you see them very well. So keep it this way so it becomes better. You can see that there's a stretch around here, there's a level around here. So I just want to make them clear. And then you see a level around here also. So you see how I spotted out these levels. So when you come to the higher time frame, you now be looking at if you've seen that price is trying to pull down all the way to this level. This is our next target around here. So there's a demand around here that might push price upwards back. Or then if it can't, then we expect it to this point. But then for now, price has gotten to this level and we're expecting it to pull down to this area. So we'll go down to the lower time frame, that's D1 and the H4, that's the hourly time frame, to see how we can get the supply areas that can push price down, because price will need to test certain levels before it will run down. So we go to the D1. This is our D1. So spot the D1, you can see something very clear there. This is our D1. So look at where price just got in and then price is coming down to pull down. So I'm expecting price to run down here, and then we can see there's a very good demand, there's a very good supply area that has just been created here. If you spot this point, there's a supply area around here, so look at it very well. This is a supply area. That is where the price is trying to take a little momentum to push down. You get, so for we to go into this trade now, since we've confirmed that price might eventually run down on our technical analysis based on the price action, so we don't really expect price to pull up down to this level again before it starts coming down. So we expect it to play around this area. This is where we expect price to play around these areas. So that is why we have our push around here. So putting our area of supply around there, but then I like to push it up a little bit because I'm trying to target this high. You can see this high here. I'm trying to target this high. So eventually, if price should come back, even if it's trying to take out, because I believe there will be orders here, several other traders might be placing orders here, so market manipulation, so we just have to play safe. So I'm targeting this high, so I will raise it a little bit above here to put my other block there. So this is what we have. So we're expecting price at that level. So we now go down to the H4. This is our H4. We're going down and down and down. So you can see that this is actually sufficient for us. But then if we want to get more confirmations, we can easily draw out a trend line. Let's look at this is a trend line here. Now look at this trend line. You can see that our confidence is getting more and more stronger. So the trend broke out from here. Trend had just broken out, so we don't expect price to continue upwards. Besides, it has tested this level, so we expect this trend to continue downwards, and this is the new trend we're looking at, something of this nature. So if we take it a little bit closer, you can see, look at this. So I'll bring it down to the H4 also. You look at this, so it is clear enough. So this is our area. On GBP CHF, we expect price to come in here to this area, play a little bit, take our supply, and then start pulling down. So we expect this to run up to this level, up down to this level, this next level here. So if we want to calculate how many pips that will be giving us, if we take our entry around here, this is 140 pips, 140 pips, because we want to play safe. So if we take it down, expecting 280, and this is exactly 280, this is 290. So we have is exactly 1:2 on this, and that is okay. So I'll be going on this trade, but eventually if it triggers, I'll be posting it on the Telegram channel, so you can join the group there to see, so you don't miss out any of the entries. So this is what we're looking at for this week. I don't want to do much analysis, but then I found this one to be viable. Last week we took a trade. I'll be showing you. So anyway, that'll be all for this one. That'll be all for this trade. You can look at it very well, so you see the setup and everything. So this is what we're expecting for GBP CHF. So that's our setup. Price gets into our box. And then we'll go in for a sell down to this level. That's okay. That's all for now. Let's talk about last week we took a loss, -1. I don't know if you're part of the analysis for last week. You see, actually took a trade here. We were at this point last week. We took a pending order here. Okay, you can spot how price has just triggered us in Euro, New Zealand dollar. Just triggered us on our sell limits. You can see. You can see the trade where we took our entry for last week, and then you can see how when I entered, and then you can see how price started reversing, and then price took us out. So that's about I think I risked about 0.7 on this trade. I lost 0.7 on that. That was really bad, but at least I got to understand why I lost that trade. I ignored fundamentals because there was a weak news for Euro last week. Then we have every week to recover from every of our losses, and that is how the risk to reward comes in play, because one win can cover up for this week and then cover up for our last week loss. So that'll be all for this week. All right, guys, have a fruitful week, a successful one. I pray everything you do be successful in Jesus' name.